Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Right back to doing what I was doing, except I logged out.
I need to get some XP so I can help, but I don't want to do that on camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why I try to do a lot of it off camera. Before I went to work, I jumped down with a pick in my hand and set up at the fishing place.
Yeah, I don't remember if I went all the way down with this. I guess I did. Ah, man.
We're gonna have to move that beacon soon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I'm at the edge where I can't really actually make good progress with it anymore.
Pretty crazy. They really should make some more tiers of beacon that I feel like it should exist where all the chunks that you load, as long as the beacon is visible, you should be able to use it, sort of thing.
I mean, that'd be nice. I would help us greatly right now.
Yeah. Like, I mean, even if that means we'd have to add more iron or whatever to it, there should be a tier above what it is, basically, is what I'm saying. Or something, like a range extender. Like maybe if you had to make it out of diamonds or something, and it would increase the range. Or something.
we would be unsuccessful right now, but it's...
Well, yeah, I mean, we couldn't do that, but I'm just throwing out, how the game should work, maybe. Ideas here. We're getting very, very close to the water update, so we're gonna see how that's.
So you keep saying.
Well, yeah, we're on. Right now we're on pre-release 27. So I think that they're gonna get it in under 30.
I mean, are you sure? See, that's the funny thing. It's like you can never judge anything by the way you traditionally want to. You're like, oh, pre-release 3 came out. They've not really gone to pre-release 4 before, so it's got to be coming out soon. Well, they just released release 5, right? They could, in theory, just be pre-release 100.
The highest it's ever gone was 7. And that's only happened once. So.
And aren't there some games you play that are still in alpha after many years?
God, there's so many. There's so many games that I play that are still in alpha. So, like 7 Days to Die.
Remember that's 7 Days to Die? Alpha?
Yeah. The game ain't out.
Are they?
Holy shit! The mobs.
Are they working on it anymore?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Alpha 17's coming out this next week, sometime this month.
What's it supposed to be adding that's so special that they can't go to a beta at least?
God, who knows? The game's out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, man.
As an alpha release?
Yeah. You buy the alpha cartridge. We should sleep. There's a gazillion mobs.
A gazillion? Okay.
These mobs on mobs. But yeah. So let's talk about that game.
Okay.
So they put out this tweet the other day and an article on their website saying we're looking for streamers to promote our game. So
you're just not good enough anymore.
Well, no. It's not. I mean, I'll get there. Someday. No. So like in the past, like they, because I've worked with them before to do the stupid announcement for their PlayStation 4 release and all that. So they're willing to let me stream their game or whatever. But this is what their, well, I say that, but this is what their announcement said. I want to get your opinion on this. So I mean, for one thing, you thought the game was out or whatever, and you haven't heard about it in a while and all this. So like, I guess as far as like it's not really even a game that is that popular anymore. So they said if you want to be one of the streamers that gets to play the game, step 1 is to make a video.
Step 1, purchase the game.
I mean, well, yeah. They're not giving you the game.
Step 2, stream the game.
Step 1 is make a video on your website saying, I might get to play Alpha 17 early, just so you know it's coming out soon, and maybe I'll get to play it. Then link them that video in an email. You need at least 5,000 Twitch followers and 5,000 YouTube subscribers. But you have to make a YouTube video first saying Alpha 17's coming out and I might get to play it. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it sounds like their marketing strategy is to basically try to deal with the people like me who heard about that game once, or no, once, you know, obviously I played it, but I heard about that game a long time ago, have not heard anything about it since, and have not really looked at it, and they're trying to get high enough level people to give it some popularity behind it. So, from that perspective, okay, I understand what they're trying to do. But I think it's a really weird way to go about doing that. But if it works, like, that's the thing is, I guess, can this really hurt them?
Well, no, it's not. I mean, it can hurt them from a perspective point of view. So here's my thing with it. I sent him an email. I didn't actually read. I'm one of those people that didn't read, because people kept tweeting me like, "Hey, you should do this thing." And we used to stream the game all the time. Me, Nakomi, Co, Justin, so Nakomi doesn't meet those requirements. She doesn't have 5,000 followers. So if we were going to stream it, and I should also add that the early access, you get the game 2 days before it comes out.
Okay.
So before the actual release, you
but
get it 2 days.
It's a game that's already out. Excuse me. It's just a new release for it. So there's some new
it's just an update. That's all it is, an update. Yeah. So you get early access to the update 2 days before the world gets that. But here's the thing too. You have to make this YouTube video saying I might play this game before you even know if you get access. So you could make this video and then they could be like, "No, we found enough people."
Yeah.
So you put this video out on your channel and you look like a damn fool to me.
Well, and that I also agree with is going to be something that people are going to get a little bit upset at if they don't get chosen. I don't know why they're going that route. If somebody meets the requirements of the Twitch streamer, the followers and stuff that they want you to have, I don't see what it matters.
Well, exactly. Like, what do they have? I mean, I kind of think that's my biggest point. Is their game isn't. I mean, this isn't fucking the next Nintendo game or whatever. Like, this isn't something that people are clamoring to play. The game, the people that have played 7 Days to Die know what it is. It's not this huge release that's about to happen. It's not some AAA game. The game is dying. The game hasn't worked in the last few updates. Like, at this point, they should take whatever the fuck they can get, in my opinion. So anyways, I had emailed them without really reading their thing, and they responded back with, "Okay, you qualify, of course. So you've worked with us in the past, whatever. Just make that video advertising the game on your YouTube channel. We'll send you a key." And I was like, "Nah, never mind." I just don't. I don't think that's. I think it's silly, basically. I think the advertising requirement gets met by streaming the game early and showing people the game. I think the added YouTube video thing is just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why that video is so important to them. I mean, maybe they have some weird plan for it. Maybe they want to take those videos and make it into some type of ad campaign or something that they will have a tougher time doing if they try to stream through like people's. Like, they basically gave you a script on what to say, right?
Well, no, they didn't. They said they can be a part of a normal episode of your recording or whatever, as long as you tell people that you might be doing this thing.
Oh, that's weird.
And to me, like, I mean, I almost wanted to send them a clip of my Twitch channel where I was like, I might do this thing. Well, I said it live on Twitch.
I mean, can you technically just submit this video then?
I mean, I guess I could technically just submit this video, right?
Just submit this video.
The thing is, since Nakomi doesn't meet the requirements, we didn't want to do it anyways because we wanted the four of us that have been playing this game and streaming it regularly to be the people that were streaming this game anyways.
I'm gonna submit for it because I don't think I meet those required. I might have five. I don't look at my followers or anything like that because I stream so little. But I do have a lot of just blowover people from just YouTube and stuff. That's why my Twitch, my Twitter, I have like 15,000 followers on Twitter, which is freaking ridiculous. But it's just because people are, blowing over from YouTube and follow my Twitter.
Right.
I think I have a couple hundred followers on Instagram, and I've never posted a damn thing on Instagram.
That's funny. I don't know how many Instagram followers I have, but I've posted 2 pictures, I think.
Well, you should look. I bet you have a couple thousand.
I might. I have way more Twitter followers than I should. I have like 140,000.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
But yeah, that's just from like back in the day. I haven't gained followers since 2013, I don't think.
I'm going to turn off my gaming updates to Twitter, because I do find it's so... I don't know why I have so many followers. Maybe it's because people don't know how to use Twitter like me. Because half the people I follow, it's not like I see tweets from them all the time. Like, so I don't know when I'm going to see a tweet from somebody and when I'm not going to see a tweet from somebody, unless I go and look for it. But when I actually tweet something, it gets like, you know, 6 likes, and I'm like, what's the point of having so many followers if like actual legit tweets besides just a video has gone live on YouTube notification?
Right. I don't know how you actually use that part of the Twitter at this point. Like, I probably lose followers because of that kind of spam.
Yeah, because that's basically what my Twitter's filled up with. I was thinking about turning it off for a while, but then I'm always afraid. I'm like, maybe this is somehow how somebody knows when I post videos. Like,
well, yeah, I'm sure there are people that get that, you know, from that. Someone, I mean, I like here's an example of things that people way people get into videos. Playlists on YouTube, the playlists that show like the playlist you select to show is like the top 6 or whatever playlists.
Yeah.
So the other day I try to update my current playlist, like whatever I'm playing right now and uploading currently. I try to make sure that those are like the top 6 playlists or whatever. And so I did that as I updated it to the series that I have going out right now. So like this and, you know, whatever, Heimrich, I don't remember everything, Jurassic World. And someone tweeted me and they're like, the Space Engineers playlist is gone. I'm like, no, it's not. Just go down the scroll to the bottom of my page and you can see it. But apparently on mobile, that's not true. On mobile, you can only see whatever I have as the current playlist. Like you can't see all the playlists. Like he showed me. He sent me a bunch of pictures and stuff.
I do find mobile a little bit more difficult to utilize when I'm trying to find like a playlist I've been watching of somebody, and it's not like a recent thing, but I'm like sitting in front of my TV downstairs and, you know, baby's taking a nap or something, and I'm like, I'm going to Chromecast something real quick, you know, catch another episode, and I can't find it. I have to go through like individual videos.
That's what he said he had to do too. Yeah. He sent me pictures of it all, and I was like, wow, this is garbage. Because, like, I want to keep that stuff up to date.
Well, you know why
I think it looks better. No.
Because they've lost $1 billion since inception, Guude, right?
$2 billion, actually, is what
I mean, how are you going to make a good mobile platform if you just lose $1 billion?
$2
billion. I mean.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you got a point. Well, maybe if they had a better mobile platform, they wouldn't be losing $2 billion.
Cut YouTube some slack, guys. They lose money, and they do it all for our pleasure and benefit.
You know, I was thinking about this after we had that episode, and a lot of companies, you know, the way they fluctuate their money and stuff, they need a sink for taxes. So maybe YouTube is just the tax sink.
I could be. Or it could be maybe they're on a long-term strategy like Dollar Shave Club was.
You broke up, so I don't know what you said.
Maybe they're on a long-term strategy like Dollar Shave Club was.
I mean, I think that's what half of Silicon Valley is. Like, I mean, I look at like Twitter's losing money, Snapchat's losing money. All these fucking companies exist, and they're not making a profit. I mean, GameWest, for example, GameWest's not making a profit, but they're staying afloat with investors. There's all these companies that exist only with investors. And it's
what are
like
they investing in? I'm so confused.
Well, that's what I don't understand either.
Yeah, I guess I just don't understand business at all. I always think of why I couldn't start my own businesses because I can never make something that's going to turn me enough of a profit. And it's really no. It's just about what can I make lose enough money that it interests enough people to buy.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's really what it kind of comes down to. Is I mean, yeah. When I look at there's everyone I know that is successfully making lots of money in tech. It's most of their money's not coming from an actual product that's making a profit. I'm sure there's plenty of companies that are doing that exact thing that I just said, but a lot of companies that I think about are not doing that thing, and then they're just making a product that sounds cool, and lots of people think it sounds cool, and those people have money that maybe they made their money, but from other people who thought their thing sounded cool, for all I know.
Can you imagine going on to Shark Tank? If you were the Dollar Shave Club, Mike from Dollar Shave Club, and like saying, I have this great idea, subscription razor company, been running it for a couple years now, what do you think? And they'd be like, what's your profit? He'd be like, I lose money every month. Boom, we need to buy this. We need to invest in this as soon as we can.
Well, yeah, exactly. That shows that especially, like, you have to show the profit and all this, and if you don't, they're just like, fuck you, get out. Didn't someone buy a Dollar Shave Club?
Yeah, that's the thing is, I didn't know this until it sold, and it sold for like quite a many $1 million. And I read the article on when it sold, and I was like, "Oh, good for Mike!" Like, because those commercials like sucked me in from the beginning. You know, I think that guy's awesome. I think the concept is awesome. I think it was a problem in the industry that razors were too expensive, and they made me get away to get razors for cheap and high quality and all this. So they did exactly what they said they were going to do. And then I read the article further, and it said how the company has never turned a profit since day one, and then he sold it for some millions of dollars. And I was like, how the fuck did these people never turn a profit? They were so.
Not only that, how do you never turn a profit and sell for millions? What are those people buying? Your debt looks real tasty.
I don't understand it by any means. I don't understand how that business didn't turn a profit. Like when their first videos went live on YouTube, their whole server infrastructure crashed because their commercial was so good. So many people jumped onto that service. And you can say you've never turned a profit? How? Even, like, let's say you had to ramp up production after you realized that many people were interested. Sure, you're sinking more money into getting that production ramped up. But at that moment, you can't tell me that first influx of people didn't turn a profit. Otherwise, what the fuck were you selling?
Well, then how did you continue to lose money? Where did the money come from? Was it investors?
I don't know. I get so confused. I know somebody's going to tell me in the comments where I'm completely wrong and how they lead me to all these financials about stuff. And I'd be more than happy if you did, but I'll be the first to say I'm not going to probably understand most of what's there. Anything in the financial speak, man. And I honestly think the way our stock markets and stuff are, and people have made businesses and livelihoods out of the stock market. And I don't mean like people who play the stock market. I mean like stock market investing firms and things like that. And I think it's kind of made in a way that's not supposed to make sense to the average person to kind of hold it out for a smaller group of people.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because there's no reason you should have stock markets running. Like, why do we have stock markets that people can invest in anyway that fluctuate so volatilely, and that you can have people actually come in and do like market manipulation stuff on it? Why would you design a system like that?
I mean, okay, that question's too broad, though.
Well, it's very broad, but why is that and everything is based off of like comparing it to the Dow Jones or the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ or whatnot. Like, why are we basing things off of the stock market? Why wouldn't it just be based off of straight up, money in, money out of a company?
Well, that is the money. I mean, that kind of is the money in, money out. No, the stock market's
not the money in, money out.
Well, okay, it's like selling the product, right?
Stock market is
those are the investors.
What do people value this at? It's not about money in, money out. It's what do people value this at? As far as I understand it, it is. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I don't play the stock market, the real stock markets. I play the crypto game, which is obviously completely unregulated and uncontrolled.
The valuation of the company is based on how well the product is doing. I mean, it's kind of like how the stock, for.
But I don't think a valuation of the company is what the stock market price is.
It kind of is. I mean, because people are buying and selling based on those valuations.
Then. So why do people do IPOs when you don't have to do an IPO?
We're not going to do a stock market podcast.
But
we're not qualified.
I was going to say, do you have any idea? Like when a company comes out and says, oh, they're finally doing an IPO, like when Google did their first IPO.
You broke up. I don't know what the company said.
Like when a company said that they were going to do their first IPO. Well, I guess a company only does one IPO, but your initial public offering. Like when Google, do you remember when Google did their IPO?
God, I was a baby then. I mean, I don't know.
You weren't a baby. You were in like college age.
Probably. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember when that happened.
But what made them all of a sudden decide, like, you become a publicly traded company? Why does that either help or hurt you? Like, these are the things I don't understand at all. You don't have to become a publicly traded company, so why do you? Because you still have a valuation. Whether you're
right, but I mean, if you have a company that is strong, there's no reason not to sell your unless you want to just keep it within the company basically, and the employees and whatnot for your shares. There's no reason not to have it publicly traded, because that's more money flowing in. If you're selling your shares, more people are buying your shares. If you have a strong company, why not sell the shares of your company?
Well, because then you don't own it anymore.
Well, you're going to structure it in a way where you're always going to maintain a 51% control.
Let's go find a random company that hasn't set their structure up appropriately and just buy 51% of it.
I mean, I would hope they had lawyers and stuff like that before they. I don't know why I went and got into bed while you're still way the hell down there.
I mean, are you telling me that the movie Dodgeball isn't completely accurate? Vince Vaughn couldn't just put that money in, and they said that they would buy the controlling stock of Globo Gym, and Ben Stiller's hot wife said, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a publicly traded company. Like, that's not true?
I'm going to have bad news. Dodgeball.
You are not going to tell me you've never seen that movie.
No, I've seen Dodgeball.
Okay.
But that's not how
that would have been worse news than what you're about to say.
No. Yeah, I've definitely seen Dodgeball. I don't think it was a great movie, though.
Oh, God. I thought it was one of the greatest.
One of the all-time greats.
It was so good on so many levels. But you don't think that that's true? I mean, that's where I learned all my stock market knowledge from. And if you don't believe me, you can watch this video again and probably realize how true that would be. Because I'm sure I pissed off anybody who understands the stock market industry, because I've talked a lot of random garbage acting as if I knew exactly, like, that something did or did not work a certain way. I have no idea how the fuck the stock market works. Things go up, things go down. People buy something, there's IPOs. That's about what I know.
Oh, here's an interesting tidbit in the market subject matter. I turned on the ability to donate money to me on Twitch with cryptocurrency.
What crypto?
So people can give anything that Coinbase accepts. So Bitcoin,
Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash.
Yeah. So someone gave me like $200 in Ethereum.
I didn't know you could do that now on Twitch. I gotta go set mine up for sure.
Yeah, you can. And right after he did, Ethereum lost like 6%. Yeah, 6%.
Ethereum tanked.
Yeah. It lost like 6% within 2 hours of him doing that.
Get out a different exchange and convert anything that anybody sends you into XRP as soon as you can. XRP. I'm just ignore all the just like the Bitcoin I have. It's just sitting there, and I'm just gonna keep on letting it sit there. And that's not it's not a bad thing either.
Is Ethereum still tanking?
Yeah, when I just looked at it a second ago, actually it's up on my other screen right now. Oh no, it's not. I don't have it up on my other screen. It was sitting at 420 last I looked. When it started, like last week, it was hovering in the 5s. Like 3 weeks ago, it was like 8. So
yeah, whenever you gave it to me, it was around 5, and then like when after my stream was over, it was at like 4:30 or something like that.
It's doing terribly in the late, but I mean the whole market is doing terribly. But I still have good faith.
Mr. Stock Market?
Here's the deal: nobody knows. Like the problem with crypto is
somebody knows.
Well, I guess one of the problems with crypto is it's still owned, like 3 major exchanges in China are really the ones who own enough of the crypto that they can manipulate the market whenever they want to. So that's always a speculation on if it's market manipulation or if people are just losing, interest. Crypto is basically based on speculation that it's going to have some type of, use case in the future. There's a couple coins with some really good use cases, but you still question whether people are going to be willing to adopt said use cases when it deals with, cryptocurrency, because there's kind of a stigma surrounding it for anything like, long-term and real. So you never really know what's going to happen with the world, but I don't know. I think right now
you never really know what's going to happen with the world.
I have a feeling that come December timeframe again, just like last year, there's going to be a lot of more interest in it again, and you're going to have a run up. I don't know how high it's going to get, Because last year's when I really started getting into it, because I didn't understand crypto at all before that. I had just heard of it, knew I wanted to mine it, and tried to get something set up when it was really cheap, and wish I had gotten something set up when it was really cheap, because I just gave up because it was so cheap it didn't really matter, and I was like, oh, that was a fun experiment to try, and I couldn't get it working, so whatever, move on with life, you know, type of deal. And so last year when, you know, the real hype started coming around about it, I started doing a lot of research on it, and I will tell you, there's no reason Bitcoin should be where it's at, and Bitcoin should basically die. It's the worst of all the coins.
Yeah, you said that.
It's like it's the slowest.
There's probably people that are gonna like argue with you though.
Fees, probably. I think they really are. They're winning because it was like it was first to market almost. Like they were the ones who kind of paved the way for other coins to come on through.
Well, sure. I mean, that's how any of these type of things work. I'm still curious. I need to actually contact Pyro and ask, because there was a time, and I've talked.
His money.
Yeah, because he tried to get all of us. I don't know if you remember when that happened, but he tried to convince everyone in the group to. And at the time, Bitcoin was worth less than $100. He was like, everyone should buy like $1,000 worth or something like that. And we were all like, you're.
Hell, back when he did that, I think Bitcoin was way less than $100. I bet Bitcoin was in the pennies at that point still.
No, this is when we were doing TTT stuff. I remember that's whenever whenever we were doing one of our TTT recordings. So this was like 2013, 2012, something like that. I remember him saying this to us. So it wasn't in the pennies, but it was a lot lower than it is now, that's for sure. And he said he was going to do it, but he's kind of a troll, so I don't know if he actually did or not.
Well, especially with you, though, if you just have your tip set up to go there and something you'll forget about, I mean, that's kind of a perfect way to do it, because you're not even looking at it as money that you had and put into the market. It's just going to be there, and one day it might make you rich, or it might just be absolutely worthless. Like, well,
that's the way exactly how I look at it. Like, it might all go away completely. I mean, not very few people have I mean, actually, only one person has used it so far to tip me. So
can you can tip straight from Coinbase, or do you just have to go to Coinbase and send your, like, are you just using your address, your wallet
like,
address?
It's set up through Streamlabs. Like my wallet's connected with Streamlabs, and so where on the page people go to on Streamlabs to donate to me, that's one of the options. There's like credit card, PayPal, and Coinbase, basically.
Broke some of this stuff.
So yeah.
So they have an API with Coinbase then.
Right. I mean, it's kind of funny because Streamlabs, if someone chooses a credit card with Streamlabs, the money goes to Streamlabs, and Streamlabs doesn't send that money to you automatically. And so, like, I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, yeah, I always forget to go look at the page on Streamlabs. They're like, oh, shit, I haven't looked at my page in forever. And they had, like, over $1,000 sitting there in credit card donations that they hadn't cashed out. Because it kind of just sits there. Yeah, you have to tell Streamlabs, hey, send me that money. And if you don't, it just sits there until you do.
Oh, I wonder if I have any money sitting over there.
Yeah, if you've set up credit card with Streamlabs, if anyone's ever donated with credit card, it's just sitting there.
I'm not sure if I have. That's the thing, because I don't stream enough. If my donations to my personal channel, I would bet you are less than $100 in total since I've ever streamed before. So it's not something I would really even pay attention to either.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't stream. It's hard to get donated.
Yeah, people don't donate when you're not live.
That's a funny thing. I just figured I'd set up this donation thing. Why isn't the money rolling in? So yet somehow that's how Patreon works. I don't know. It's weird.
Right. Well, we're out of time. Donate to Jeff.
Yeah. Everybody donate to me. Wait until I set up my my crypto. I'm gonna put my crypto wallets in the video description, and you can donate all your stuff there.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See ya.